Hello everyone, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. I feel absolutely sickening. I'm just in the fan zone here at Selhurst Park. This one's going to be a tough one today, everyone. Let's get going, and this is the last word. Yes, hello everyone, welcome back. If this is frustrating as it is for me, it is for you, Newcastle fans. If you can help us out by dropping us a like. I don't normally ask for that, but normally after defeat it's very, very difficult to face the camera, and when you feel sick as that, your voice is gone after I thought initially we were going to win the game, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So coming down here, it's a very, very long way to come to Selhurst Park. It's a nightmare to get to. It's not really a nice area as well, but look, we're here, we do the videos, we're there everyone, home and away. Let's get on with it. Let's have a look at the lineup. So there's two changes, which Dan Burn comes back in for Lloyd Kelly, who I thought blew his chance on Monday night. I thought he was poor. Dan Burn, I thought was actually pretty decent today, to be fair. And Sandro Tonali come in, which a lot of people have been asking for Sean Longstaff. So those were the two changes for Newcastle. Obviously we've seen Lewis Smiley and Matty Target play for the under-21s last night, ironically against Palace in a win. But Palace, speaking of them, they had Eze back. Initially I thought he might start from the bench, but he started, and yeah, they do have some threats. I know they're sitting more or less towards the bottom of the table, but they do have threats. But look, obviously we're seeing Isak go off injured, and hopefully that's not too serious. I'm going to predict that he won't make the midweek game against Liverpool, so you would think that would be Callum Wilson. I was questioning Eddie Howe, why wasn't it Wilson to come on, a natural striker for striker? The only thing I can think of is that Wilson isn't ready to play 70 minutes or whatever it was, and he might start midweek and then be brought off. But Anthony Gordon went up top and Barnes came on, but not a brilliant first half, I don't think. There wasn't too many chances. Again, it was just scrappy, I thought. Oh man, I'm just deflated with that equaliser. I can't get off my brain because it's at the forefront of my brain. I can't remember the first half much, to be honest. The view at Selhurst Park is absolutely horrendous. It's fucking awful, the view. Again, one of the worst grounds for me. The atmosphere normally is absolutely fantastic. They were really, really quiet today. I don't know what happened with Palace's fans, but that's a myth, that. If they're meant to have one of the best home atmospheres in the Premier League. They didn't start singing until the 94th minute, genuinely, behind the goal to our left. They were really quiet today, really quiet. But not a great view. Wasn't a great view. Man. So going into half time, you're thinking, right, okay, can we come back out second half? Second half, obviously, we got off to an absolute flyer, and you have to say it's a fantastic, well-worked goal. Set piece. It is brilliant. It was absolutely sensational. Brilliant. Credit where credit is due. Gordon in on it, Tonali in on it. Gordon squares it back and it's an own goal. I think I might be wrong, but it possibly might be Mark Guehi who has been linked to Newcastle. He was showing a lot of dissent today, got a yellow card. We thought, and obviously the whole away end was bouncing. It was a great away end, I have to say. It was a sucker punch right at the end, but the away end was absolutely bouncing, and great to see Newcastle score, because as I say, I'm probably going to echo that loads here. We are just simply not scoring enough. We aren't. Yes, we went 1-0 up, but can he go and get a second goal? We've seen Callum Wilson come on, who I thought held the ball up, couple of nice touches. Sean Longstaff came on. Palace had a few chances. I don't think they were clear cut. They were half and half. They were trying to pepper the goal, trying to get an equaliser back, and chance after chance after chance. They made a few substitutions. Eddie Nketiah came on and what have you, and they made a few, and I think Pope was forced into save as well, and Newcastle need to score more than one goal at the minute to win games, and we're not doing that often, bar Forest away. So when you're not creating enough, you're not going to score goals. Now, before this weekend, Newcastle had the joint third worst goals for column. And yes, you might say that we've got one of the best defences in the league. That's all well and good, but if you're not scoring at the other end, Palace score, and it's an absolute sickener. 95th minute. First of all, who's got Muñoz? Where is he on this? There he is, right behind us. So who's got him? Who the hell has him? Nobody has him. It's a free header. Pope's got to react. Maybe you might say Nick Pope has to do better potentially, but you can't leave a Premier League winger, or wing back rather, free from 6 yards out with a free header in the 94th minute, man. You cannot. Christ almighty, man. And then Palace start singing, ironically. And like I say, normally Palace have a fantastic attendance and fantastic atmosphere going into every game, but they were really quiet today, which surprised me. Our away end was absolutely fantastic, and Palace, to be fair, let me have my bag for free, and that's something great that they do. It's a good atmosphere. I don't like the stadium. The referee I didn't think was great. A lot of stop, giving the yellow cards. I didn't think he was fantastic, but I'm not blaming the referee why Newcastle drew, because we weren't good enough getting that second goal. And Liverpool next. I thought Dan Burn was absolutely colossus at the back for long periods of the game. I thought he was really, really good. Obviously, I haven't seen the goal back. I've only seen it back on the replay when I was looking at inside the stadium. But I thought he was good. I thought Tonali was putting himself about, won the ball back a couple of times as well. I just don't like Gordon up top. I really, really didn't like Gordon up top. Play Willisula. Gordon's better out wide, man. Barnes, I didn't think he was that effective, in all honesty, when he came on. For me, on Wednesday night, you've got to play Callum Wilson up top, and then sub Callum Wilson off for Sula, striker for striker. Stop playing wingers up top. I'm not having to go at Anthony Gordon or anything, because he's not naturally a striker. He's more better on the wing. It's as simple as that. But you've also got to ask your midfield to start chipping in with goals. You know, if you take Joe Willock out that side, has anyone else got more than one goal from midfield this season? Off the top of your head, I can't think of anyone. Who's chipping in? Who's starting forward? You basically, now we've lost Isaac, where are the goals going to come from? You're going to have to start Wilson. Obviously, you've got Harvey Barnes as well, who can create, but he seems like he's better off the bench at the minute. Really, really disappointed. Earlier on, Sam had his say. Sam, what do you think?
Absolute joke. Finishes 1-1, Palace 1, Newcastle 1. We didn't deserve to win. Alarming display, really. A lot of poor performances out there. We should have seen the game through, despite having 0 shots on target. We got the goal through Mark Guehi, which was going to be the funny headline story, of course, wasn't it? Had he been the difference between the two sides? Look, God, it's so frustrating. We didn't deserve to win today. Palace didn't deserve to lose. We were looking comfortable, though, with the last 15-20 minutes. I didn't see that late equaliser coming. It looked like we were going to see it out, no problem. I mean, Nick Pope was immense. All game, pulled off some fantastic saves, and then he goes and gets done at the near post. Just utterly, that sums up our season so far. It was really, really poor. We were expecting a big reaction after that crap on Monday night against West Ham, and we didn't get it whatsoever. It was just so disjointed. There was no link between the midfield, who, I mean, look, the only 2 players that come out today, well, there was 3, but Pope's been done at the near post to cost us 2 extra points, which is so disappointing. But Burn and Tonali were absolutely superb. Everyone else, Pope wasn't poor, but everyone else was really, really poor.
So that was a couple of minutes of Sam and his opinion. If you want to watch all of that, you can go back in the match reaction. But we'll pull up the league table before we hear from Eddie Howe. And yes, it's very tight in the league, and Newcastle could have potentially moved up to European place by winning today, but oh man, it's just so sickening. So sickening, because you know you come a long way and all that, and but we are where we are, do you know what I mean? And obviously we've got to wait for some Sunday games, and obviously got Premier League on Tuesday, Premier League on Wednesday, and Newcastle have a nice easy task against Liverpool, who are top of the league. So, but you never know. It's like Newcastle to beat the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Forest, 3 teams in form, then lose at West Ham, draw against Palace, which we should have won, and then maybe beat Liverpool. That would be very Newcastle United. But on Wednesday night, we'll have to create. We've got to create. Because where the goals coming from, that's what I'm worried about. Last season, it was polar opposite. We would score loads of goals and concede loads. Now it's like we don't concede many and don't score many. It's like it's complete. The dial's been literally turned the other way. Man. Here is Eddie Howe and his reaction.
If we'd have won 1-0, it would have been a great away performance. Really determined defensive effort, a lot of commitment, a lot of heart. But when you concede the goal at the end, it changes the thoughts and the feelings towards everything. But I thought the players gave everything. I can't be critical of that at all, because you lose your focal point, your number 9, and Alex is a quality player. We just felt that Callum couldn't play the length of time, and then we risk pushing him too early and losing him. So we've got to protect him. I think 20 minutes is about his mark at the minute, 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, it wasn't to be. Determined, committed, a lot of really good defensive play. I thought they had a couple of chances, but we nullified their major threats. Disappointment for us, I think, would be the amount of ball we got around their box and set plays, etc., that we didn't ask more questions of their goalkeeper.
I am sorry, I'm neg, dude. I'm fed up. And we do all these videos home and away, try to be as emotional and honest with you. I'm not angry. I'm not effing and blinding. I'm fed up. I feel deflated. And it's not quite the same as I was when it was Chelsea away, because every time I was coming out of a Premier League ground, I just wasn't happy with the performance. And obviously the performances against the 3 teams, as I mentioned, Chelsea, Arsenal, Forest, were much better. And look, in all honesty, I think today is probably a fair result. I think a point, if you look on reflection, is fair. I don't think Palace deserved to win. I don't think Newcastle deserved to win either. We're not creating enough, it's simple as that, and something needs to change. We need a right winger in January. We can keep banging the drum about it, but we've got plenty more games before January. December's a very busy month. Let's hopefully Isaac isn't too serious. I'm expecting him to miss Wednesday, as I say, but man, I'm so fucking negged out, man. So negged out. If you want to see a little bit more positivity, I'm going to see Hull versus Middlesbrough tomorrow, because the winners play Newcastle in the Women's FA Cup, so I'll be doing that heading back north. I'm just so fucking negged. Get it off your chest in the comments. Get it off your chest. Tell me how you're feeling, because I am fucking pissed. That's it from Selhurst Park, everyone. Till next time. This is my 7th attempt here, and I'm not team moving. Till next time. Ta-da.